Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Third down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. That's complete. Okuegbuna. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Albert Okuegbuna. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Buccaneers 7, Giants nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, it should be. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And
the giant rush gets home as down he goes. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now Herbert following the turnover. He's going to let it go again. Touchdown, Giants!
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense.
He's got a man, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Carroll. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. He's picked off near his own 48. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Albert O, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 81 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down. Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Montez Sweat. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown. Albert O. As the first half is winding down. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
Coming to you, coming to you.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And this will be a Giants first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's got this down to the 35.
When you're stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle
the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Buccaneers 50, Giants 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Flushed out right.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He finds his target, Ebron. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert off of play action. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
70 Lions, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 70 Timberwolves. 4 down, even.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's complete. Okuegbunam. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. And that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
He's got a man, complete.
And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert eluding the pressure right.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. A play fake, and now Herbert to oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Chase Young.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. They got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Bucs are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Forced out to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 2. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 9, Mike 9. Bang out. Yeah. You don't want
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 33. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Charles, it's one thing to win.